With me to discuss the latest happenings at Yahoo, M&A correspondent James Fontanella-Khan. Hi, James.
Hi, Sujeet.
So today, Tuesday afternoon, there was earnings. Normally this would be a big deal, but in fact, there's another drama going on, which is this ongoing sales process where they may sell the whole company or some part of it. Who knows really what's going on.
That's correct.
But this is all really precipitated by some of the stuff you had reported on earlier in the last several months about its stake in Alibaba, which has really precipitated this. So what's the Alibaba situation that's overhanging the entire
Well,
company?
about a year ago, Yahoo said that they wanted to spin off its 50% stake.
15% stake.
Correct, in Alibaba, the Chinese e-commerce giant. Guess what? That didn't work out. Why? Because they had to pay a very big, there was a risk of them having to pay a very big tax payment on the spin-off.
Right, the spin was supposed to be tax-free. They thought they had that all lined up, but in fact the IRS
They
came
were
in
wrong.
and said, in fact this might be taxable, so try again.
So they freaked out. They said, wait again, we're going to change everything. We're going to do a reverse spin where basically they hold on to the Yahoo stake.
The Alibaba stake.
Exactly. Sorry, thank you. The Alibaba stake, and they spin off the core business.
Right, and so Yahoo's like a $30 or $35 billion company. Virtually all of that is Alibaba. The actual internet business is something between $0 and $5 billion. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, analysts have been debating this forever, and
Right.
we don't know. We'll find out now.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. So that brings us to our next one. We're going to find exactly how much Yahoo is worth because there's an auction going on. So what's the latest on this auction? There's some strategics, there's private equity. What's the latest that you've been reporting?
So as you've said, yesterday was the deadline for the first round of bids. Now we have a few concrete names of who is interested in the company. I had to bring a piece of paper because the list is quite long. But in first place, we have definitely Verizon. This has been talked about for a while. The telecom company is very interested in them. And then you have, again, amongst the so-called strategic bidders, we have the Daily Mail, the UK newspaper, or the owner of the UK newspaper. And then you have also a slew of the kind of private equity firms, starting from TPG, Apollo, Bain is teaming up with Vista, and then also Silver Lake has sent a letter of interest, so they're also in the mix.
And so it makes sense why Verizon would be interested. They bought AOL, they want all this new media, digital content. That makes sense. But from the private equity perspective, this is interesting. Why would private equity have an interest in a declining internet company that certainly no public shareholders have a lot of enthusiasm for?
Well, it's an interesting question. For the private equity guys, I think it's a matter of get this. I mean, it's still a kind of a good brand. People know Yahoo very well, and their game plan is, look, we can break it up in various pieces and then sell it off to other potential strategic buyers. So, take for example, Yahoo has a lot of digital media companies that it could sell to the likes of the Daily Mail, or it could decide to sell part of the search engine business to a Microsoft or somebody else out there.
And so the business also throws off a lot of cash, even if it's declining. It's pretty
Absolutely,
attractive cash flow, like $1 billion of EBITDA or something.
Correct.
Okay, so a lot of drama at the moment, could go any direction. Give us some predictions on where this goes over the next week or two or month.
So I still think it trades.
Yep.
Somebody buys it. But, you know, this is always kind of a joker out there, and that, you know, the company decides to stay where it is. It has been in a long, ongoing fight with its key investors.
Yeah.
The way I see it is most likely Verizon buys it. It seems to be also what the advisors of people involved in this probably think is best.
Yeah.
But, you know, it might not. So I hate giving predictions. I've been crap at giving you a steer. If I had to really lean somewhere, I think Verizon buys Yahoo.
Okay, so there's this proxy fight. They're trying to sell the company. All these bankers involved. It could go any direction. So the reality is we'll probably be surprised.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much, James.
Thank you, Sujeet.